Welcome to Cavalier India video series on various issues that parents, candidates, and students face while applying for Defense Forces of India. In this series, I'll be covering on the eligibility criteria for entry to Army, Air Force, Navy, and Coast Guard, including Central Armed Police Forces, CAPF. In the first of this series, I shall be discussing with you and you shall be clarifying it from our reception about the age criteria and eligibility for entry into National Defense Academy, Intermediate Academy, Air Force Academy, Naval Academy, or the Central Armed Police Forces, including Coast Guard. First one, the NDA eligibility criteria basically is 16 and a half years to 19 and a half years. This is the age bracket. You will find this age bracket in the newspapers and the UPSC advertisements from time to time. The doubt arises here is about the age bracket of 16 and a half years to 19 and a half years. It will be specifically brought out in the newspapers and ad that you've got to be reporting to the academy before 19.5 age, that is 19 and a half years. For that, remember, you got to apply a year ahead. Before that is, you complete 19 and a half years as on reporting at the academy. In other words, 1 year minus should be your application. In other words, the bracket is 15 and a half years for application till 18 and a half years. Now, what is the reason behind it? The reason is, by the time you appear for the UPSC exam, the results are out, then your call letter for SSB interview, followed by medicals, and then the merit list. It takes nearly 1 year. Second point, while you are applying for the NDA, you'll be doing it online. These days, online applications are accepted, and therefore, you must apply at least a year ahead in advance. In other words, you should be 1 day short of reporting to the academy after clearing all the formalities of joining the Defense Academy. This also is applicable for Indian Academy, Naval Academy, Air Force Academy, or CAPF, wherein you are required to report 1 day before the close of the bracket age. This is regarding eligibility criteria. I know parents will have a doubt regarding the 12th examination passing dates or graduation dates. Remember, you have to be 10 plus 2 passed for NDA, a graduate for graduate entry, and similar entries will entail that within 3 months of reporting to the academy for training, you should be able to produce the relevant documents. That is, 10 plus 2 pass certificate, or for graduates, a graduate degree. In addition to this information that I am giving you, you must follow up with the advertisements that keep coming on the UPSC net as also government official net. Please do not rely on any private institution details or data that they are supplying. It is only as a guideline. Now, we at Cavalier India ensure that our brochures, pamphlets, and advertisements are updated daily according to the government rules and regulations. Now, regarding educational qualifications for NDA, while you are appearing for your 10 plus 2 board exam or while you are in 12th, you can apply while pursuing your 12th standard classes. You can also apply after clearing 10 plus 2 as long as you fit in within the age bracket of 16 and a half to 19 and a half years. You should be able to produce your certificates during the entry to National Defense Academy. This also goes for other academies where graduation is the minimum requirement. Now, coming to National Defense Academy per se, As I mentioned earlier, you should be in by 19 and a half years of age, and the educational qualification for army is any subject you should have cleared your 10 plus 2 board exam or equivalent exam in any state board or CBSE or NCRT syllabus. There is no particular syllabus laid down for defense services. You ought to have cleared your 10 plus 2 in passing marks as laid down from time to time. Now, regarding the educational qualification for Army, Air Force, Navy, there's a slight difference. For joining the Air Force at the NDA or Navy, you have to be a science pass in maths, physics, and chemistry. Yes, others can apply for Army, Army Wing, or any topic subject that you have taken. Coming now for nationality, it is given out in the advertisements the various criteria for various national entries. You have to be an Indian citizen or citizen of India. There are certain concessions laid down for Nepal entries. Those candidates coming from other states, you got to read the advertisement in detail. Regarding physical eligibility, you should be physically fit. So therefore, do carry out a medical check prior to going for your main medicals, especially for ear, nose, and throat, and get it rectified for minor ailments. Regarding dental, they laid down 14 dental points average, but if you got more than that, there is no issue. However, do check it out locally from your dentist. Coming to application forms. Application form advertisements do keep coming up from time to time in the electronic media, print media, as also you will find private institutions bringing out their own YouTubes. We at Cavalier do have brochures, we do have our YouTubes, you can refer to it for eligibility criteria, be it age, be it educational qualification, be it physical fitness. Now, application forms these days are all online, and the relevant fees to be paid are all online. So, do look up the advertisements from time to time and do apply in time within the age brackets. As regards calculation for date of birth, the advertisement itself will spell out the year of birth and the maximum or the upper age limit. You can calculate it. However, Cavalier India will be putting up a PowerPoint wherein you can work out your own date of birth, which will accommodate your bracket age requirements. This goes for all the other entries too. That is other than NDA, for Air Force Common Admission Test, for naval entry, for technical entry schemes, for the territorial army or the CAPF, Central Armed Police Force entries. Please do go through the official site as also our site under www.cavalierindia.com. As regarding calculation for attempts for the entrance exam, we are putting up a PowerPoint separately. You can calculate yourself how many attempts can you for NDA or for any entrance to defense services. You can keep applying as long as you fit in within the age bracket. Now, coming to the guidelines for entrance examination or how to go about preparing for these entrance exams. This is downloaded and edited according to the requirement for National Defense Academy, Combined Defense Service Exam, AFCAT, Territorial Army, or for CAPF entry. This is a UPSC laid out checklist which is available with Cavalier India, and you can go into the site, go through this. It's a 3-page details as to how to prepare for entrance examination. Next, coming to physical fitness and medical test criteria. As I mentioned earlier, do carry out a medical check of yours, including dental, prior to going for medical after the Service Selection Board interview. Herein, I conclude this video clip covering age eligibility criteria for both boys and girls for a National Defense Academy, age criteria working out for Indian Military Academy, Officer Training Academy, Naval Academy, be it for technical or non-technical entry or territorial army. I would recommend you to go to our site www.cavalierindia.com, and the phone lines are open 24/7, and you can easily access any of our receptions, or including directly you can call up the faculty members who will enlighten you regarding your application, regarding your preparation. For we provide written exam also in including service selection board interviews, psychologist testing, as also group testing. We got adequate staff in our faculty who are ex-SSB trained and have served in the SSB earlier, who will be able to guide you. Including, we got a large number of faculty members for the written exam of any type of any entry, including CAPF. In addition to that, we have brought out the updated brochure, which you can ask for by sending a WhatsApp message, which contains all the details of type of entry, eligibility criteria, when will the advertisement come, including what are the various medical requirements. You will find it in this pamphlet. In addition to this, what all do we carry out training in our various branches? We have our own obstacle training area, we got our own group testing areas, we got our own psychometric testing procedures. You will find available faculty at any point of time. We do have round-the-clock training going on. You can report any day, any time. You can catch up. You need not worry about follow-up. Any day, especially during your summer holidays or winter holidays, please access us. We'll be available. I'm marketing Cavalier India on one ground that we had got large number of officers today in Army, Air Force, Navy, CAPF, who are ex-Cavalier India trained. This is our credential, and you may go to the site, for it is now nearly 30 years of experience, plus our faculties are highly trained. You will find in our site the recently selected candidates who have got commissioned from the various academies. To conclude, we also have a package in which you can do your 10+2 along with training in National Defense Academy, Indian Military Academy, Air Force Academy, entrance exam, which will be part and parcel of the package we give you. This is the leaflet which is available. You can always connect with your reception, wherein 10+2 candidates alongside preparing for National Defense Academy or 10+2 technical entry scheme can continue a parallel study with us, and we got various packages for both boys and girls. Thank you so much for listening, and hope this video helps you in preparing yourself for defense services. God bless.